everybody, Matt here from Matt Likes Comics. Welcome to Comic Talk Tuesday, which is, hopefully your weekly delight, in hanging out with us. I mean, we do what we do. I want to take a moment to thank my guest, Lyle Hodgson, who has been on the channel a few times, but has very exciting news. Lyle?
Yeah, I got big news. I was just talking to Matt about it a few minutes ago, and it was bloody nerve-wracking. Let me tell you that. Like 6 attempts. So I'm working on starting my own channel. I'm hoping that the first video that I recorded yesterday, pardon me, will be out on Thursday. I was having some difficulties with my computer setup, and but figured it out last night. So
awesome. And what's the name of the channel?
Big Lyle Comics, or just Big Lyle.
Big Lyle Comics, nice and easy. Hopefully we'll be able to find it real quick so we can all start some subbing up to you.
Yeah, I can hardly
let's
wait.
See if I can find it right now, just so that we can maybe put it into the
it's not
Big
there.
Lyle, eh?
Yeah, Big Lyle.
Big Lyle. So. And we found it. You so far have 18 subscribers. Oh, wait, is that you?
No, because there's a.
So it's Big Lyle Comics, right?
Just Big Lyle.
No, but we've got. Oh, I can't find you then.
No,
all I got is that other Big Lyle guy.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get there. We'll work out the kinks, and when we have it, believe me, we will be telling you. I will be like bouncing off the walls, getting people to go to Lyle's channel.
Oh yeah.
Lyle has as everybody out there knows, he has a reputation for being one of the guys who has one of the most awesome, interesting collections out there, and even with it being about 40% of its old size.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still an amazing collection. And I personally am looking very forward to this channel, and I hope everybody out there is as well.
Yeah.
Other than setting up for the channel, what have you been up to lately?
Just working on that, and I did go to a couple of I went to an estate sale last week. I made it for Alan's show, like just with like a 45 minutes. I come in and a run, get everything set up. Yeah. And the car was still full, so I had just a little bit here in the kitchen because I was unloading it. The wife says, "Oh, you're on your show in a few minutes," so I had to just drop everything.
Awesome. Well, let's take a moment right now to say hi to everybody who's popped in so far. We've got Adam from Up and Adam. He's fanboying over you getting a channel.
Oh, thanks.
Apparently, K Munin was first, but his earlier comment got wiped. Hi, Andreas. Good to see you. We've got Mark's Issues with Archie Comics. Mark, always fun to have you around.
Hi, Mark.
And let's see here. Rob Saint is here. Hi, Rob.
Hey,
Good
Rob.
to see you. This crazy guy. We've got Nate from Hall Yeah Comics. Hi, Nate.
Hey, Nate.
We've got Mikey D. We're working on that, Mike. I'm telling you right now, we will get that up there as soon as we can.
Yes, we will. I promise.
I will put a note on my channel wall when it's available so that everybody can see it.
Yeah, it's still it's not online yet. I was having difficulties, and I had Chonko. I gave him a call, and we tried to figure it out because my computer it's not old. It's just it's a Chromebook, and I had a hell of a time going from that.
Oh yeah, I've heard that can be a problem.
It was different, and I was all over the place. I'm like, oh my God, I'll never figure this out.
Jeff Jack is here. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. Yes.
Brittany's here from Comic Showcase Shop. Hi. And thank you very much, Tan. Tan is here.
Hi, Tan.
Hopefully, I'll be able to see Tan in person on Sunday when we go to the Ottawa Comic Con Winter Edition. And there's another person who I'm hoping to see on Sunday at the Ottawa Comic Con. Hi, Lau.
Lau.
And that seems to be everybody at the moment. So let's get on.
I did want to say about Jeff Jacks. He bought a set of those Rocco Gums lid comics that I had. They're just little tiny round things that were from the 70s. And there's 55 of those little round ones in the set. And they're I guess he was looking on my Instagram pictures, and we had commented back and forth that I'm glad you found one because they're not that easy to find.
Oh, very cool, Jeff. Way to go.
Yeah, very nice.
One of the things that I have loved the most about the YouTube community is the fact that everybody can talk to each other. I mean, you're on one side of the country, I'm on the other side, and here we are having a show together, and not through like we didn't have to go through agents, we didn't have to go through like a booking service. We literally just made a thing and go. And I think that that's absolutely fantastic that we were able to do that in this day and age. And Comic fans forever. Hi, Phil. Hello. Comic fans forever have had a hard time connecting with others. I've heard that in the 60s and 70s, people used to publish addresses on the letters page so that people could find each other. But I mean, you don't do that these days for obvious reasons, but it made sense. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to make Lyle big, and let's let Lyle. Oh, hi, second floor. How are you doing, Louie? Yeah, I know that was my boo-boo. For those that thought it was 9 o'clock, I apologize.
Yeah,
I wasn't paying attention. But the 9 looked like a 7 to me, and boom, I was rushing.
Glasses.
Yes, I do need glasses. I've been saying that for a long time. If you've seen my videos where I go, I can't read my own writing. Well, that's the proof that I need.
That's how it was like yesterday when I was doing your recording. I had everything on scrap pieces of paper for notes because, I mean, when you get older, it's hard to memorize all the details.
You know what I did? I actually went out and bought I've been buying notebooks.
Oh, well.
So that I can actually write them down and have them right in front of me, so I'm not losing sticky notes and stuff. Some people don't like my methods, but I don't care. I do what I do. I see. I mean, like everybody, if you take a look at Comic Mike is not. He's going like this, and this is Conan, whatever.
I thought myself
and same with Terry. They both write their notes on the back of the comic, so it's kind of funny. We all use notes one way or another. So,
I did want to let K Union know from one of his comments that no, I didn't get rid of any certain characters when I sold all those books. I kept them because I wanted to show them over and over and over again because I know how you love them.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Let's make you big and let's get on with the show.
So anyway, I will show you a few comic books if that's what you want to see, or you want me to talk about my channel.
Yeah, whatever you want, Lyle. This is your show.
I just finished recording my third video for my channel. And so the first one is, I'll give you a brief story about it, is I had to try and pick something that would, catch somebody's eye, because I wasn't sure what I should talk about. What's your first one? I mean, you have, the books that I have, where do you start? So a lot of my interests are in UK comic books, like the newspaper prints, like The Champion and Valiant and Victor and all of those. Right. So I did I think the first video was just under a half an hour, and I talked a little bit about, I didn't show them all because I have stacks of this stuff. So I just gave a sample of what I would be showing and discussing. And then the second one was a video on a local comic book creator that, like Nick Clee, I've mentioned before. He's done his own books. And so I spoke to him this morning about asking him if it was all right to show his books on my own channel. And he said, sure, go ahead. So I did. Mm-hmm. I did. That was about 10 or 15 minutes long.
That's the one that I have, right? That you sent me copies of? Nice.
Yes. Like these up here, I was thinking, where the heck did I put them? So like, this was the first one, right?
Yes, Life in Necropolis. It's interesting.
Yeah, he did this one in 2023. The title of this one was Shrub.
Hi, Stephen.
It had a low print run. And then the second one was Life, the Necropolis, the Red Wizard, and the Armies of the Night. So I showed this one before. This one I sent to you and Rich.
Yes.
I sent one to Mark from Suddenly Comics.
Very
a long time ago. And this was his third one. And I had made a comment with what Rich did when he first saw this, that he thought that this was a chicken. It's not. It's just part of the character, right? So I said to Nick, I went in the video, I said, well, I had to kind of explain, to the listeners that it wasn't a chicken. And when Rich got his, his comment was, no, it's not a chicken. So the chicken was the joke. And then the third one, I was just on my weekly pickups is the one that I got done today. So there's, maybe once people start looking at it, it can give me some ideas of what they'd like to see, because it's not so hard for me now to dig through 100+ long boxes than it was before. Where if I'm invited on Alan's hangout, Friday hangout show, and there's a certain subject of comics they want to see, it would take me a week to start looking for it. And I'm glad now that I don't have to do that. So it helps a lot.
Are you planning on joining in on the top 10s we do every week?
Well, I was going to start my own, but I figured if you want me to follow Alan's, that's fine.
No. My word is always do what you want. I just think that, when it comes to the top 10s of the week, I'm noticing that a lot more people are doing it lately. I personally think it's a great thing.
I don't see it being a problem. I mean, sure, I can do that. But I also wanted to say that in the very first video that I did, that's the one I'm hoping will be released on Thursday, is I thanked everybody that had me on their programs, and the people that didn't have me on their programs, but they still made comments that that I have a big collection, and one day they'd like to have me on their show. And I had, so in the second video, I had marked down that I had forgotten to mention the Immortal Biggie Shack, which I did in the second video. But in the first one, I had mentioned Nate from Hall, and Rich and Chonko and Matt and Alan and Steppo, all the guys that I've been with for a year. And I've learned so much. It's just, there's only so much you can say, because I haven't met any of you guys in person. Just you wait. Mm-hmm. Anyway. So did you want me to show you a few books, or Matt?
Of course.
Okay.
I think that the crowd out there would love that.
You see, I didn't dig out as much as I wanted to, because the 9 o'clock show is not happening. Okay. So
yeah, I know. I am just not myself lately.
You're a busy guy. So the first one I dug out, I don't know how many I have, but how many? I know how many I have. It's not how many I dug out. Is I'm not sure if you have it, but it was the Warlord Annual number 3 from 1984.
Rich, I do not have that annual. I think that's the only one I don't have for Warlord.
Yeah, this one's the newsstand edition.
Nice. And it looks like does it say Canadian at the top? It looks like the Canadian price.
Yes, variant. It is. Yeah.
Oh, it's Canadian price variant. Awesome.
Yeah. And the other one, well, these are more like this one. These here I've had for a long time, but the other ones I'm going to show you were my recent pickups this week. And this one here, and the recent pickups, I'd pick them up out of town because they had stacks of them. The lady says if they don't sell, she says, I'm going to load them all up like this and throw them into a trash can. I'm like, no, you're not.
We have a question for you.
Yeah.
Steven wants to know, what will your format be for your first few shows, Big Lyle?
My format? What do you mean by my format? You mean what?
I would think of are you going to just sit down, say, hi, I'm Lyle, show comics? Or are you going to tell stories behind them?
Yeah, no, I told some stories and how I had the first one was British comics of all different sorts, and I gave a history about them, when they began, when they ended, and some of some characters that were in it, and some of the artists, and how I got into it and how I managed to get them all, because there's always a story around that. That's the first one. Yeah. It's going to take some time to get all the bugs out, because I mean I'm new at this. I'm just a private collector until I stuck my nose into commenting on people's sites, and then they invited me there, and I'm thinking, oh, I don't know about this, but anyway, now I'm in a totally different bracket. This is
I like the way you say bracket.
this is different. This is I said to my wife yesterday, this is not me. And she says, it's the new you. I don't know.
It is the new you.
So this one here.
Listen, Lyle, I used to literally sit in my basement, play Lord of the Rings online, read my comic books, watch a couple of shows and football, and then boom, and then go to work. And then the weekends was, whatever, go around, buy comics or whatever. This apparently I'm social now.
Oh, well, I hope that makes me social.
You'll find it completely, changes everything.
Well, I had some messages from some people that follow me on Instagram and suggested different sites for me to check out, which I did, and I subscribed because they had just started their own channel. And so the person that I was speaking with, I subscribed to their channel in England, and we've already been talking back and forth like we've known each other for years.
You can't do worse than my first one. I'm sitting there. I had someone come to film me because I had absolutely no idea what to do. Like I didn't even know how to get my phone set up, right?
Yeah.
So I had someone come film me, and I'm sitting in this big squeaky chair, and my voice keeps cracking because I'm not quite sure what I did. And of course, I don't edit, right? So my first one was pretty bad, let me tell you. So.
Well, so when I got set up here to do the recordings of it, my wife's in the other room, and I could feel her looking at me as I'm getting all set up. I'm just getting ready to push the record button. I said, "Oh, I can't do this." I shut her down. Yeah, it was.
Well, you know what? Here's the other thing. Only do it when you're don't. If you get to the feeling where you feel you have to do it, walk away for a day or two.
Yeah.
Do it when you're feeling loose. That's one thing I've learned, and it's a lot easier to if you're not pretending to be happy, it's a lot easier to be happy.
Well, Steven said to me, he had sent me a message and said, just pretend I'm sitting on the opposite side of the camera here and nodding my head back and forth like I'm agreeing with you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that. And it worked.
Well, you know what? That was the advice I actually gave Robbie when Robbie came on my show for the first time was that, forget that the crowd is there. It's just you and me talking.
Yeah.
It's nice that the crowd is there, and it's nice when they're very, involved in stuff. Yeah. See, Mike has agreed. Like, I mean, I did mine once because I'm of the feeling if I try to do it too many times, then I get too critical of myself, and that's why I just let it flow.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work for everybody. So,
well, I didn't want to say hi everybody because that's your trademark, and so I was
not really
there.
Much of a trademark.
When I pushed recording, I went, well, it said, look who's finally here.
Yes, now that is a perfect. See, that in itself, right there, says a lot.
Yeah. I'm here again.
Yeah. So, are you planning to get into lives eventually, or just?
Yeah, this is just a beginning because
you have to have a certain amount. I think you need a certain amount of what? Three subscribers, right?
Well, I need 50 plus for YouTube to say, okay, this will carry on.
Yeah. So, I mean, but I think you'll get that fast personally. I think just from the people that we know on here, you'll get to 100 pretty fast.
Well, they say that I needed at least 3 recordings done before they would.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole.
No, there are some rules, but I mean, like, my point is, are you planning on doing lives, and what kind of shows are you going to do on your lives? Are you going to do similar to me or Alan?
Not far ahead.
Okay. No, I'm curious. I'm not putting any pressure on you whatsoever. I'm just giddy. I am giddy you're doing this to begin with. I think it's great right off the bat that you're going to do this because, I mean, keep in mind, Alan was pushing me a little.
Yeah.
In the beginning. So
you guys were all pushing me a long time ago, but like silently.
Well, I managed to convince you to come on.
Oh, I know.
You were here first. just like Jonko was here first.
Yeah, I know. I remember when you
Yes,
asked me,
I'm
I'm
name
like,
dropping
well,
people. That's what I
I don't
do.
know if I'm gonna do that. And then I was all gung ho for it, and I'm like,
See,
no.
I agree, K Munin. He's going to be, he probably, you know
Yeah.
what? Lyle will probably end up being one of the fastest people we know growing up. And he'll do it organically. Like, I just think he's going to be amazing.
Well, to the comment, the second floor, I just saw you. Um, I don't want to go around saying, yeah, I have that, because that's somebody else's trademark.
No, but he's asking if they're allowed, like as the crowd.
Oh yes, if you guys want to say you have that, that's great. But if I start showing like really old stuff from, let's say, like the earliest that I have, like I showed the Appleton Journal the other day on the Friday show, and it was dated 1869.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I have stuff from the 1820s that I haven't shown yet. So I don't think anybody's going to say I have that if I, if I start showing that stuff.
Jeff, the 50 subscriber rule is, in order to do a live show that YouTube will give you permission to do live, you need to have 50 subscribers and 3 videos already published.
Right.
Those are before, because then they know you're serious, because they have to do something to set you up. And before they do the work, they want to make sure this isn't just I'm coming on for 5 minutes.
Yeah. No, that's right. I read a lot about that. So the fella that sent me a text message today on my Instagram let me know of a fella in the UK that had just started his channel that I had subscribed to. He also mentioned that once I get going doing live streams, that the person that I should contact is Bleecker. And I'm like, well, we're both Canadian. He's back east. I'm out west. I don't see why he wouldn't ask me to get on his show, but that's okay, I mean, but I said to him, first of all, there's a time change. I said, when he starts his show at 9 o'clock in the morning in Ontario, I said, it's 6 o'clock in the morning here. And
he does. Okay, he does start at 10:45.
Oh, does he? Oh,
yes.
Good.
And Steven goes on his show every week, and he's in the same time zone as you.
Well, he is, but he gets up early too.
Oh, are you still a late sleeper? Because I hear retired people tend to wake up early.
I'm up early, but I don't think I have the morning look to be on the it's like takes me a while to wake
I'll tell
up.
you right now, nothing beat the morning look that Nate and Hagen had when they were doing their hangover show. I miss that. I wish they would come back with that.
Well, the first couple ones that I recorded and by myself, it was like nervous. And then, you're seeing yourself while you're recording all of this is still nervous. My hands were cold and I was shaking. I'm like, what the hell? I never had any problems speaking to big crowds on the stage, and I'm talking to myself and I'm nervous.
Well, that was okay. Honestly, that's why my wife pushed me with Alan. Okay.
Yeah.
Not together. They've never met yet, but I mean, like, they've the reason is because Alan thought that I just had a natural, here, look, and the knowledge would help. My wife's like, you used to play music on stage. You're used to getting up in front of people. I watch you at parties when you're getting going like, you'd be great on YouTube. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not so sure, but apparently some people like me because I won a couple awards.
Yeah, hey, it's great. And I'm not doing this for awards. I'm doing this because a lot of people want to see what I have, and I have a great friendship with everybody. And
I didn't do this for the awards either. I honestly would still be doing this probably if I had 5 watchers, because I like what I've liked most about it, and you may find the same thing. What I've liked the most is that it has made me pull out pieces of collection, like the top 10s, for example, pieces of my collection I haven't touched in years.
Yeah, well, that's
going through boxes and going, hey, I do have that, even though I have a list,
I have a list as well, and when I'm going to show something on
that's right,
show I'm on,
and if you watch South Park, you'll see it.
No, yeah, Big Nasty. I know. I can't wait either. It's been.
No, but you know what? I don't blame you. The nerves are tough. The first couple ones are tough. I was lucky too, because I had a lot of friends in my local comic community, like almost all the stores and people I buy from. subscribed to me right away. I had like
Oh,
Alan and
cool.
some of my family, So the first time I was actually on, I still managed to get like 15 people to watch the first one because they were friends and family, and that was just enough to start getting it a little bit out there. And that's what's going to happen with you. I mean, look at I've been 2 years almost. Like in May, I'll have been on 2 years, and I'm still struggling to get onto the algorithm. So it's a case of you just have to be patient. But the key is love it. I love looking at other people's books. I love having people like you, Lyle. You have stuff that no one else has, and that's why I think you're going to be a success.
Well, I hope so. Like to answer Stephen's question, what time is it? Well, I'm hoping that it'll be released Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific. So that way, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern, and go from there. That's this time
And
set. I
Chonko's
didn't
right.
want it too early. I didn't want people getting out with the curlers still in their hair to look at it.
And Chonko's right. Have fun. As I said, if it ever feels like a chore, take a day or two away.
Yeah.
One of the reasons, I've been hi Robbie, good to see you. One of the things that I've told Alan over is like I like to have a 2 or 3 week advance window of videos done, because look what happened last month. I got sick and there was a week and a half where I couldn't even talk. Yeah. So, and you guys saw me, I tried to do my live, but and it was tough. And you know what? It was tough, and I'm glad I wasn't recording then in terms of new videos. So, but I'm not saying you have to. What I'm saying is you get to know your style and you get to know you. And
well, the thing is, when I was recording it and then I listened to it after it was done, I didn't have, like when I'm on you guys' show, hearing everybody talking in the back and commenting on what I'm showing. There was none. It was just like dead, flatline, quiet.
Well, that is the difference between live and non-live, right? So I recorded. That's the word is.
All right.
I can't remember words. You got anything else for us?
Oh yeah.
So, all right. Let's from other.
Pardon me. So the other one that I picked up, it's not big. This is just stuff I picked up, when I was in Kelowna at the estate sale that I went to last week. And then I visited a couple of the comic book shops that were there. And this was War Machine #4 from 1994.
Oh, yes. I owned that book before. Like when my own collection. This one. I don't have it now, but I owned it in my first one that I ended up selling. Cool. That was like one of the last books I ever bought. 94.
Now this one here.
Stephen had a question for you. Will you put up a display of comics behind you for your show?
Well, actually, what I'm waiting for, like the first 3 that I did, this is the backdrop, but this is not what I really wanted. So in another room where I kind of rearranged some stuff where I wanted it, the lighting would be better and whatnot. But what I'm waiting for is my wife is supposed to go out and buy a new workstation, and the table that she has, I was gonna, put in that room and get set up. Right. So eventually, the videos will have a different backdrop with comic books that they won't be all laying down like that and all over the place. It'll be a little bit different. So.
Can you picture that? Just with Jason's comment there. Make sure to broadcast your show both English and Canadian for us bilingual folks. Could you imagine to me like having to do that? It's like, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, ici c'est le band dessiné pour aujourd'hui. Here's today's comics.
I should try that. I should do a video for that. Half.
Oh, we've got another question for you. Speaking of estate shows and shops, do you plan to do a walkthrough on site?
Actually, while I was in Kelowna last weekend, I spoke with some people that do estate sales quite often, and some of the comic book shops that I visit there when I'm in that area, and asked them. I told them I was starting my channel here soon, and that if it was and before I could say, is it possible for me to come in here and film you guys or the stores that I visit? They said, oh, sure, that'd be great, because we don't do that much advertising. We'd love you to come in and do a show here. We'd be like out of just over the moon. So that I'll be doing that. So, and also because of it's so mountainous around here, in the next month or so, a lot of the snow at the higher elevations will start to melt. So what I wanted to
Right.
do is, because I drive an old off 4x4, an old Jeep, and they've just put in some new repeater stations for Wi-Fi and internet
Right.
up there. I want to drive up there and do a show from the mountains looking down to the city. The city looks about this size when you're
Well,
up at
that's cool. That
a
is cool.
12,000
That
foot
I want to
level.
see. I agree with you, Louis.
So I was going to do that, and but I have to wait because right now there's 7 feet of snow, and I'm not driving up there.
No, I don't blame you. That's like asking for trouble.
Yes, and also I will as soon as I'm set up in the other rooms. My long boxes will be like around me like a horseshoe. So we'll try that setup and see how it works.
Jason, you're gonna kill me. You just imagine it was a Scrooge McDuck style swimming pool filled with comics that you occasionally jumped into.
Well, I was trying to get a friend of mine to like if I do shirts with a design at the back of like Big Lyle and have like a swimming pool or whatever just filled with comic books as a decal or a deco, and he says he could do that. So we'll see.
That's actually something I was looking to do. I'm trying to figure out the design for I'm going to be doing T-shirts in the next 3 months.
Oh, good.
I'm probably going to end up just using the logo, but that sounds a little boring. So I wanted to think of something similar where, like I'm diving into the comics or, I'm, kind of like Scrooge McDuck, but I don't want it too complicated either. Cause I'm probably going to have, hello, Veronica. Veronica's going to be my guest next week.
Well, the number one video I'd like to do, K-Union, when it becomes live and then into the swing of things, is I'd like to show some stuff that I have that goes from 1827 to, let's say, present. That's going to take some time to do that because I have some really old stuff. And if a person is interested in coins, like Alan's in coin collections as well, so do I. But my oldest one is like from the 1590s. But I got so much stuff that I want to show that where do I start?
I think I have a farthing from the mid 1800s, but that's the closest I've got. I've got an 1859 Canadian penny, right. But
and I got Chinese coins from the 1640s. So it's all that stuff that I inherited from my great grandmother, and I have a lot of toys and action figures. Like I was married before my wife passed away in 2003, and everything she collected of Star Wars and movie memorabilia, I still have because her family didn't collect any of that stuff. So I kept all of that. I have that in storage that I haven't looked at for 20. She's been gone for like 23 years now, but I all of that is still there. Anything Star Wars you can think of from 1977 to 2003, I have. So it's there's a lot that I haven't even touched.
Actually, Tan, your idea for T-shirts not a bad idea. Just the logo saying, "Hi, everybody." Maybe I should put Mickey Mouse ears on the side of the logo. I don't know. That might get me in trouble.
Well, I'm glad that everybody in the comments that I can see are anxious for me to start all of this. I am, but I'm doing all the hard work first, and then it'll just be easy.
Lyle, I think you're finally starting to see what I've been talking about, how important to the community you are.
I know
you are not just a huge collection. You have knowledge on some of this interesting stuff, and like the community appreciates that.
There's so much in this hobby that has been unseen that it just is so hard to find. Like all these journals that I got hundreds of them that that anybody I've ever shown that just they're don't know anything about it, so I never take them out, right? So, or if I talk to my folks about this hobby, and they both fall asleep in the
Hi,
rocking
Thomas.
chairs. I'm thinking, how exciting is this?
I know my wife is like, I don't
Yeah.
want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I don't blame her. I don't have
Right.
a life right outside of this. So
So this other book I'm going to show you, I just found out a few days ago. Like I've had it, but I just bought it for a couple of dollars. It's What If number 16 from 1979, and the ink in this book was done by Dave Stevens.
oh, very cool.
This one. So I was surprised to even see Dave Stevens' name in this. What if Shang-Chi, master of Kung Fu, fought on the side of Fu Manchu? And the other one is the West Coast Avengers number 21, where Moon Knight joins.
Nice. Moon Knight.
Yes.
He's very cool.
Yeah.
I just remember that period when just before the show came out where every top 10 had a Moon Knight comic on it, whether it was the first appearance or the first Moon Knight, you know.
This one here was in the junk bin that they were saying that they were just going to take and throw away. It's nothing. It's nothing, but it's a comic book that I
Wild Star.
Yeah. 1993.
Yeah.
Something Nate might like.
Well, you know, I'm finding more and more, the more Image I read, I find that Image's reputation is not as bad as people put it. It actually, in the first couple of years, it seemed a little more too on art and less writing, but it got better.
Yeah, it sure has. This other one here is The Witching Hour, number 51 from 1975, Nick Cardy art.
Nice. I love that cover. I saw that at an auction the other day, and I thought about bidding on it, but I'm trying to stick to the rules I put on myself with my new video, about the concentration. So I didn't.
Well, I bought some comics the other day, and I mentioned it in one of the videos I did. That, see how clear they are?
Wow, is that the Invisible Woman comic?
There were these two next comics I bought were in these crappy.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to change them. They're not the right size bags because I ran out of the Silver Age. But this one's called The Power of Warlock number 6.
Nice. Good cover.
Yeah.
I saw somebody else show that not too long ago, but I can't remember who.
Was it Biggie?
I'm not sure. I don't want to say yes, but it wouldn't surprise me. Alan would use that bag. Did you buy them from Alan? Yes.
Oh, I was going to say something, but I better not. No. And
No,
this one here supposedly has an early appearance of Victor Von Doom. This is Warlock number 5.
Very cool.
That's where those two books are out of that crappy looking bags.
That one looks like it's in pretty decent shape, though.
It is. It was probably a VG. No, it's probably just a good because there's some color breaks in the corners. This is probably more up your alley. This is World's Finest number 233.
Oh my God, I haven't seen that in so long. I remember that cover freaked me out when I was a kid.
This one's from 1975.
Yeah, so one of my cousins collected comics when I was younger as well, and when he found out that scared me. Of course, he was like, every time I saw him.
He scared you all the time with it.
Yeah.
Okay, these are square bounds. These are World's Finest number 230 from 1975.
Another good one. Those Giants were fun because they had more than one story and they weren't all reprints.
They were good. They were fun. The other one that I was able to find was World's DC 100 page. Thomas. World's Finest number 225.
Phil wants to know, how much did you pay for They're Going to Throw the Comics Away?
Well, these here were averaging between $1 and $4 a piece.
Very cool. Hi, Doc.
The other one's the World's Finest, one DC 100 page, number 224. It's a Nick Cardy art.
Another good cover. You know, I just recently looked at the list of Nick Cardy's cover. Well, I guess you call it a bibliography, even though it's like comics.
Right.
His body of work for DC, almost 300 covers.
Wow,
And
that's a lot.
either 300 covers or interiors. Like he had a lot of books. He must have been doing. He was there for 25 years, so I mean, he might. It makes sense, but he must have been a very prolific, fast worker.
This one here is a Canadian variant. That's World's Finest, number 287 from 1983.
Nice.
You have some of these, Matt?
I have that.
Do you? Good.
I have a lot of the latest ones, like the ones from the 300s and the late 200s. Very cool.
1976.
Is that the Metal Men?
That is
the Metal Man. That is
the Metal Man. Yep.
Very cool.
UFO. The UFO that stole the USA. Oh, wow. That's what happened.
Very nice.
The next one's the dollar comic. Got a fruit fly in here. Some damn thing. World's Finest, number 244. No, I know the bag is in bad shape.
That was not long after. You know how Superman and Batman split up for a bit in the World's Finest, and it was just Superman and other heroes.
Yeah.
Was that then the Super Sons, and that when they became the dollar comics, that's when they brought Superman and Batman back together.
Well, they're saying that this is a Neil Adams cover.
Yeah, that's definitely Neil Adams. Just looking at Superman right there.
And the other dollar comic, number 249.
Very cool. It looks like that looks like a Paro.
It is a Paro.
Because he always does the Phantom Stranger. Whenever there's a Phantom Stranger cover, they brought him in.
Cool. Because the other stories in here were done by Steve Ditko.
Nice. Well, yeah, I see the Creeper there, so that doesn't surprise me.
And the other World's Finest is a Canadian variant as well. This is issue 285.
Very cool. See, I have that one as well.
Oh, yeah.
But mine is not Canadian price variant, so you've got
wow.
Mine is
this one's also a Canadian variant, issue 308.
That is the one I'm missing between 300 and 323. That's hilarious.
Okay, well, there's a fun game on the back.
Very cool. I remember Bump and Jump in television. I just watched a video not too long ago, falling asleep to on in television.
Right. So also that I got in that lot is it's a Richie Rich reprint of a comic with no number, but it came out in 1978. It's called it's from a Harvey comic, Astro Comics. Your favorite comic book characters on American Airlines.
Very cool.
And these originally first came out in 1964, but they had a different cover. So the characters are there, but they just didn't have this bullseye that was there. And when I picked this up for, I think, $1.25 or $3.50, something like that, it wasn't very much. I was glad to pick that up.
Do you mean I want to ask Louis, when you say are those supersonic stories, do you mean the Super Sons? Because yes, they were a little cringy.
Oh.
But what made them interesting was that the Superman's son in that one had the part human, so he didn't have his powers as much as Superman. He wasn't as invulnerable. He could get cut. That kind of thing. But they were pretty cringy.
Yeah. Are we missing out any other questions?
No, I've been watching them.
Okay. Also, that I saved out of the dump was Venom, the Mace, #1. It's an embossed cover.
Now, that is cool. That is one of the more cool Venom covers that I've seen.
Yeah. From 1994. Also, the Vigilante.
Another cool one. That series is so underrated and
Yeah.
undercollected. The
This one's
writing for that series was so good. I cannot believe more people don't haven't
this
read it.
one's number 2 from 1984.
Yeah,
And then
that was
uh,
one of the first. That was one of DC's first comic store only books
yeah.
because of the violence. So
So just give me a second here. I meant to take it out of the bag if I was going to start at 9 o'clock, but I didn't.
yes, I know.
How would I?
Steven wants to know what length of time will your shows be running?
Well, the first one was just under half an hour, and the other two were about 15 minutes. I'm hoping that they'll probably be like a half an hour. The other ones that I'm planning on doing tomorrow and Thursday will probably be 25 minutes to a half an hour long, which I find that's enough. I find that I run out of things to say. So this next one was all 3 issues were in one bag that I bought for $5 Canadian. Was Valkyrie #1.
Steven, he hasn't got it yet.
No.
When he gets it, he's gonna let you, me, and Alan know right away. But I'm gonna post his link on my notes page. The page that everybody gets, the post notes there.
Yeah, I don't have any of that yet. More likely I'll have that tonight because my wife is way more computer savvy than I am, because that's what we were figuring it out last night. And she goes, "Oh, here it is. You have to do this. You have to do that, whatever." And but she's working till 8 o'clock tonight. So after that, if she's not too tired, we'll. If it's not tonight, it'll be tomorrow. So
very cool.
That's all I can do. I mean, like, this is all new to me. I know how to turn these things on and how to do this now because I've been doing it for a while. But any other thing, I felt like saying to hell with it because my patient level was like, I didn't want to even do it. So this one here was from Eclipse Comic that I picked up, was #1 of 3.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. And then there was #2 of 3.
Why, hello there.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Comment ça va, allez-vous?
And #3.
Oh, yeah. Like, look at that. Look at that curve at the bottom there. What a beautiful thing. Don't you cover that.
Yes, it's very magnifique. That's all I got for you tonight.
That's great. No, that was great, Lyle. Lyle, I speak for all of us when I say we are all really looking forward to your channel. I can't wait to see what you're going to bring us.
Well,
the best part about this is you got
exciting.
all this stuff to pick from.
Yeah, well, there's lots of stuff to pick from.
Don't let you know what? You laugh, but I do a feature called Random Books My Daughter Picked, and that's exactly what she does. She'll come over, okay, this box. She'll bang this box, and then I'll pull the box out, and then she'll go, I'll open it and say, point at one. She'll point at one, and then I take 4 in front and 5 in back, and that's how I make the video.
Oh, I'll maybe get my wife to close her eyes, like pin the tail on the donkey, but pick a book out of the box.
No, but I mean, like, that's why I have so many random videos out of the blue. Like, why are you doing this one? Because it was like,
sure,
my daughter picked.
It's fun. It's all fun.
And actually, was a great way. I found that was a great way to get to know what I had again.
Oh, well, there's a lot of stuff here that when I open them up to have a look, it's like, geez, I don't remember buying that. When did I buy that? Where did I get this? Well, how long have I had this? Yeah.
Lyle, thank you very much for coming tonight. We're going to wrap up because Nate is going to be on again at 8 o'clock. And I want everybody to go over and watch Nate and his friends over on Nate's channel there, Hall Yeah Comics. Just a quick note. 7 to go at the beginning of the show, guys, and then we can have a party. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed and you want to be part of the party, just hit the subscribe button and we'll get you in there faster, because we're getting so close to that 800. And I appreciate every one of you out there, and everybody who's watched tonight, because I can tell you right now, Lyle, we've had a record crowd.
Wow.
This is the highest number of viewers I've ever had in one thing, and that includes the Superman show. So thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you.
Good luck with your channel. I will be there pushing you on. And anytime you want to have me on, I will do my darndest to get on there with you.
And thank you very much, everybody in the chat. I really love everybody, and I hope you really, really enjoy what I'm going to be putting out there, because I said the first couple are pretty rough.
Well, thank you all very much. Next week we have Veronica, who's going to be our Veronica Tote Comics here in the chat as our guest. So I'm looking forward to meeting her and going with that and seeing what she collects. Thank you, everybody. My name is Matt. I like comics, and I hope you do too. Bye, everybody.